Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Serial Killer here. I'm back. Sorry for a long hiatus a bit for the no video recording, but it's because this one here, this is the little problem. Well, considering this, as in here, folks. You know what these are? It's the power supply, the one inside every computer. Well, let's just say this one happens to have um, let's just say it already gave up on me and the power supply does not actually work, or to be say the small little fan in here doesn't even spin anymore, and furthermore I cannot dare open it because everyone knows if you open a power supply like this you're risking exposure of the parts inside it because it's all electrical. And the reason why I'm showing this is because one is I took a little longer and got in a purchase on this, which is a little bit of higher, payment. But at least it's good news that it's actually high voltages in a bit, and it's let's see here. There are other languages here: Espanol, Denmark, France, Italian. I can't quite remember what this one, the PT, but try it's not. But here is the English, elegant black PSU casing. Hold on, folks. Let me just try to see. Full black mesh cables, compliant 80, 12 volts, version 2.3. Support latest Intel 4th generation Haswell CPU with saving mode. Single 12 volt rail, high compatibility. There we got Russians. They got just try temporary. Sorry about the glare, folks. If you can pause or read it, but this I can't. Sorry. And here's the back. The back there it is. AC input, 200 to 240 voltage. DC output 3 volts, 5 volts, 12 and 10, 500 watts. And all the parts, 20 plus 4 pins on one, 4x4 pins, the SATA, the SATA connectors, including the other one, the 4-pin ones, and the, let's see, 6x2 one, and the FDD pin, for the, each and every one of them is for the entire hard disk and what we have inside. I know I said it's empty, but the reason why I want to show this because it comes with, I repeat, power cable, right? Power cable. Let's see here is the safety manual, safety reminders. As you can see, there it is. As you can see, there it is. I'm just showing the English ASAP. Don't try to unfold it because each and every one are different languages, but just trying to show. And also included, let's see, bubble wraps. Here it is. The screws. Yeah. By the way, I keep these aside because one, the old one, namely this, has already screws back then, so I don't have to use it. Just emergency case, just in case. So if we're switching to a new desktop computers, but this one power supplies desktop computers. Okay. The reason why I'm actually informing this because I'm a desktop user, not a laptop or those PowerBook ones. I mean, all honestly, the new laptops today are all showing the what was their code built-ins. When if like the built-ins one, after a certain year or time their expiration comes or actually that get damaged, you can't actually replace it. You have to replace the whole unit. Thankfully, on desktop users, we can detach any useful or workable parts and stick it onto the new one. Like say this one has already been like detached, all the plugs. Now I'm gonna show what it looks like now outside. Sorry for a little bit done. I've been using it and showing it. That's a bit over here. Sorry, there's a little dark in my CPU. There we go. There it is, folks. The difference is that the bottom part here, hold on. There we go. The bottom part here has an exhaust fan, which is good. Which is good because on the back, you don't have to worry about, small little critters or dust going in the back of here. And you can tell this newest one because it has a wire mesh to protect the cables in place, not going all willy-nilly. Yeah, sorry folks. My entire computer is a little bit old, but it's working, and that's a little bit dangerous because also sorry folks, I better be careful here because some of them are on, it's open, and each cable parts here, the wire mesh and everything, I've used a little bit tight table. I mean, oh honestly, this power box here is meant for, I repeat, it's meant for those big much more bigger casings, but since it's still usable on my old one, right now I'm still using this one. As you can see, each and every wires here, and also the power supply one here, as you can see, all cable mesh copied. There we go. The reason why this one's nicer and good is because one, you don't have to worry about sometimes the wiring shows a little bit power surges, small power surges, because right now this one is insulated, covered and everything, so it's much nicer. I repeat, much nicer if you're in the mood to change from the laptop to the CPU desktop one from the laptops. But we have to remember these ones are needed because if you're having the ones that already have been built in or placed inside, expect it to be having only 6 months, or 6 months life expectancy of the power supplies, because I was quite shocking and sadly because if it lasts 6 months and still good, but unfortunately there are sometimes few power outages. Well, let's just say each and every parts around here, it's going to be very, very costly. I repeat, it's very costly. For example, hard disk, you're gonna have to replace if it's actually power outages and your, the RP, the spins on the disk would actually take approximately like repairs, or if you have to replace hard disk, the video card, and the CPU itself. I mean, every parts, if it's connected to this one, this the main needed. If you're not careful, or if you're not careful with it, or you're choosing a power supply, I would highly recommend changing it to a well-known one, and also checking if the bottom part has the fan like this. Depends on you because others have the fan. Hold on, like this one here. As you can notice, there's the fan at the back. Well, guess what? This one actually had small little issues and small dust and everything going inside. You can have a hard time to try to get cleaned. Well, that's it. And also, the reason why it's called name Rave, sorry, maybe I should have said the name, but first off, because this one is the nice looking one. I mean, true. I mean, look and see the colors black in the inside and a bit of red trimmings. So this is me here doing with everything I can to try to get new, let's say, parts inside. Sorry, forget the amount. I'm not making recordings yet, but this one is a recording, but on games and everything. So it's nice and everything, and also I have to indicate that if perchance you want to change to a different desktop, you have to remember this one, numero uno, you're gonna have to make sure it's either the backup or the replacement one for their desktop. Okay, so that's all for me because right now I'm just happy enjoying this one because first off, that's what's the main needed for the entire CPU to get powered on. I mean, as you can see, the insides, every wiring here carefully tied up, every connection ports here. I'm not trying to be closely handsy with this one. Okay, well, this is me, Serial Killer. Thank you. Like, subscribe, And also comment below if you also have those same issues. We can talk about it because sometimes every desktop user should also remember change the power supply on the inside one. Okay, the inside one, if you had got one already built in, repeat, if it's already been made to be connected here already from your purchase, you gotta be prepared to purchase another one just in case. Okay, just in case, or just ASAP build it. Okay, just ASAP buy it, then replace it, because this one is the main needed for any other of the desktops. Oh, this serial killer. Sign off. Thank you.